Hey guys, this is Sasha for President back with another video. Before we get started, please be sure to help support your favorite brown content creators get discovered on this platform by hitting the like button on our videos. It's absolutely free and it definitely helps us all out a lot. Of course, if you really like the content, please support us by subscribing to our channels if you haven't already. Thank you guys in advance. Now let's dive into the video. Hey guys, I hope all of you are safe and well. It is with deep regret that I have to do this video on a very sad note. As many of you may know, there's a whole lot going on in the world right now, much of which I believe is straight wicked and I refuse to bring to my platform. But this is just sad and disturbing and a real tragedy that I wanted to share because I want to bring some sort of positive energy to this really sad situation. Legendary singer Bobbi Brown and ex-girlfriend Kim Ward just lost their son, Bobbi Brown Jr. If you've ever seen Bobbi Brown Jr., you know that much like the late Bobbi Kristina, he looked just like his dad. He even tried to emulate him a little bit. TMZ is reporting that 28 years old Bobbi Brown Jr. was found deceased in his suburban LA home. Police are still investigating this, but so far they're saying that there does not seem to be any foul play. What specifically does that mean? We don't know yet. There's lots of speculation going around as to whether this had anything to do with the family's long history of substance abuse, or did he just decide to end his own life? I've seen his latest interviews and it did look like he may have been using, but I don't want to put that out there for sure if I don't know for sure. So again, people are just speculating. I truly hope that this was not the case, given their family's history and the way Whitney Houston and Bobbi Kristina tragically left this world, as well as the long battle Bobbi Brown Sr. had to finally get off of substances. It would be really sad if Bobbi Jr. fell into that, knowing that it brought the family so much pain. But then I do understand that he and his sister LaPrincia, they were very close to Whitney and Bobbi Kristina, and he and his sister, they took both of their passings very hard, so maybe he was still in grief and trying to numb himself. Maybe because his dad is in a nearly constant state of depression, it could have made him depressed. Also, 2020 could have magnified things for him, as it has done for a lot of people this year. Who knows, but my honest to God prayers really go out to Bobbi Brown. We have a mutual person in common and I always check up on him from a distance. He's a really, like I said, depressed person and it's made him quite private, but I follow him on his socials and I look to see how he's doing every now and then, check up on him. He's like promoting his barbecue sauce, his new wife and kids, and he looks like he was getting his life back on track, and in his way he looks happy. You can still see the depression, but he was getting better. To me, Bobbi Brown is a lot like the R&B version of DMX. There is so much pain and passion inside of him, and you know how people say, thank God I don't look like what I've been through? With people like DMX and Bobbi Brown, you can just tell by looking at them the personal battles that they had to fight. I mean, really had to fight. They're struggling every single day, and his son Bobbi Jr. was still so young, only 28 years old. Bobbi Kristina still haunts him. He talks about that. She was only 22, died the exact same way her mom Whitney Houston died, and at that time Bobbi Brown still, and probably still to this day, has a deep love for Whitney Houston despite their divorce. He still battles with that. But then the tragedy on top top of the tragedy is that a lot of people don't talk about this, but around the exact same time that the world lost Whitney Houston, Bobbi also lost his mother and his father back to back. So I am really worried about Bobbi Brown at this time. No parent should have to bury their child, let alone 2 children, a wife, and both of his parents. It's just too much. So I want to send all of the positive energy in the world to Bobbi Brown. I pray that he has uplifting people around him and some spiritual guidance, because even if you're clean for 20 years, people who battle addiction, they never stop battling it. And all it takes is one trigger. I know his wife, Alicia, she seems to be a really good person and really has done a good job of keeping him on track and helping him fight his battles. And the good news in all of this is that just like DMX, despite his deep depression and all of his tragedies, Bobbi Brown is an extremely strong person. As hard as it may be, though I am worried about him, I do have faith that unfortunately, once again, his strong will carry him through. And I want to say, let that be a note to everyone listening who may be going through something or may feel like this year has defeated you. Number one, the year isn't over, okay? If today didn't work, try again tomorrow. That's how I look at it. Number two, there is power in the tongue, and it is mandatory sometimes dire, that you speak nothing but positivity into your life. Something I like to say is, be not defeated. There's always going to be people and different circumstances trying to bring you down, but you have to be stronger than all of that. You have to block all of that with everything you got. And if you don't have the willpower, then that's when you need to know how to get help and don't just try to battle it by yourself. There are people out here that are willing to help you, even if you're a complete stranger. There are good people who are willing to help people get through things. And sometimes you could just see a quote on Instagram that you needed to see that day. Sometimes you'll just have a little click in your head and remind yourself of who you really are and snap out of it. So don't be so quick to give up and think all is lost, because literally in the blink of an eye, everything could change for the better. So try your best to speak positivity into your life. My prayers again goes out to Bobbi Brown and his family, all of his kids. I believe he had like 7 kids. Then he had some more with Alicia. But let me know your thoughts. Energy is a real thing. Even if you don't necessarily want to comment on the situation, if you just have any encouraging words that you would like to put into the atmosphere, that would be greatly appreciated as well. You never know who you could be helping in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to like this video and share to all social media platforms, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.